Darrington Press and Daggerheart gave us so many things: a homebrew kit, official Age of Umbra monsters, and transformations! Transformations represent changes or augmentations to characters in Daggerheart. These are optional aspects of a character identity that may be given out by the GM during a campaign for narrative purposes. GMs may also present transformations as an option at character creation at their discretion. But before we talk about that more, introductions! Hey folks, my name is VJ Harris. My pronouns are they, them, he, him, and something funny. I'm a full-time tabletop role-playing designer and professional game master. You might recognize my name from things such as MCDM Productions, Arcadia, Flea Mortals, or An Elf and a Cat Little Baby, volumes 1 through 4. Okay, introduction done. Let's get back to it. Okay, so a little background. In 2021, myself, Adam Hancock, and Amber Litkey made a TTRPG called Those Who Wander. It's a dynamic 5e alternative fantasy tabletop game system distinct for its exponentially growing character paths, diverse and versatile parentages, enigmatic and awakening heirlooms, mechanically defining character backgrounds, and more. The game's name comes from the popular line, "Not all those who wander are lost," originally penned by J.R.R. Tolkien. In more ways than one, Those Who Wander epitomizes the journey made of numberless steps. Each step is a decision, left or right, and each decision leaves its mark on you. No matter where you wander, we hope you feel at home all along the way. In this book is a section called Curse System. Strange and powerful curses are abundant in Those Who Wander. From the bites of vampires and werewolves to powerful words of hags, there are many ways to find yourself cursed with some type of affliction. So you have hag curses, therianthropy, which covers a bunch of different types of were-animals, and vampirism. I was the primary designer for that system. I love transformations like these, and while I wasn't involved in any design work for Ghostfire Gaming, I loved and tweaked their transformation system for my own games. Credentials out of the way, let's talk about transformation. Vampire. Vampires are undead fang creatures that drink the blood of the living. Fangs. Make a strength roll to bite a target within melee range, dealing d8 physical damage using your proficiency. Feed. On a successful fangs attack against a living creature, you can mark a stress to feed. Place a number of tokens on this card equal to the number of hit points your target marks. You can hold up to 5 tokens at a time. Spend a token before an action roll to make your fear die a d20 instead. When you take a long rest, remove a token. If there are no tokens on this card, all your action and reaction rolls are made with disadvantage. In general, this feels pretty solid, and I think it captures the essence of what happens when you do or don't feed. You grow stronger when you do and weaker when you don't. I would have liked to see some sort of healing option through feeding, since that is a quintessential part of vampirism. Werewolf. Werewolves are creatures who transform into supernatural wolves, wolf form. When you mark 1 or more hit points, you can also mark a stress to enter your wolf form. While in this form, gain a d10 wolf die that you add to all attacks and damage rolls. When you would gain a hope while in wolf form, you mark a stress instead. Frenzy. When you mark your last stress while in wolf form, you go into a frenzy. Roll a number of d20s equal to your tier and automatically deal that much physical damage to all creatures within very close range. Then drop out of wolf form. At first, when I read this with the d10 to all damage and attack rolls, I was a little iffy because it felt like something that might be stepping on the toes of the beast form druid, but I went and checked the subclass again, and given the versatility and advantages, I'm pretty chill about this. And the frenzy does great with the fiction of werewolf. I will say I do hope in the future they give more options like a tiger, a bear, boar, etc. Other fun things. Reanimated. Reanimated are corpses who have been brought back to life, stitch up. During a rest, you can only clear hit points if you have access to remains from a recently deceased creature. Describe how using this material affects your appearance. You cannot clear hit points by any means except the downtime move or the risk it all death move. Corpse. When you risk it all on a death move, if you fail, you can permanently mark a hit point to succeed instead. When you do, you still use the hope die's value to clear hit points and stress. The stitch up is so cool, actually. I can see a situation where it could be difficult and lead to a spiral. Let's say the characters get damaged via an environment rather than a creature and there's no bodies around, but that doesn't feel particularly likely, so it's fine. But I love it. It's so fun. Shapeshifter. Shapeshifters are creatures that can change their physical form, change shape. During a long rest, you can spend a downtime move to swap your current ancestry with another. When you do, describe how your appearance changes. Only skin deep. When you change shape, you only gain the benefit of one of the ancestry's features, which you select when you choose an ancestry. You can spend a downtime move to switch which of your ancestry features you gain the benefit of. I think overall, while this might not be my favorite, I love were creatures, this to me is the most solid one that I would make / wish for 0 changes to. This fully and truly captures the essence of a shapeshifter. Ghosts. Ghosts are spirits trapped between the mortal realm and the veil of death. Spirit form. Your physical form can shift between corporeal and incorporeal. Mark a stress to transition into and out of your spirit form. While in spirit form, you can move through solid objects, are immune to physical damage, and take double magic damage. You can spend 2 hope to attack or physically interact with the material world. Ephemeral. Cross out a hit point slot when you take this card and when you increase your tier. When you mark your last hit point, you must choose Blaze of Glory as your death. Oh, Ephemeral is so fun with the idea of like ghosts eventually fading, being put to rest. Bit by bit, no matter what you do, your time will come and you'll be gone from this world. I think the 2 hope to attack or interact is a little high, but otherwise good job. Demigod. Demigods are creatures whose veins flow with the blood of gods, ichor of the gods. Your advantage die is always a d10 instead of a d6. Weight of divinity. When you roll a failure with fear, you must mark a stress or give the GM an additional fear. So here's the thing. I like the weight of divinity as a drawback. I also just don't quite understand why that is the drawback tied to the weight of divinity. No idea what I would name it, but it's not clicking with me for the name, but that's fine. Overall, I think this whole thing is pretty solid, and I'm excited to see how it goes like moving forward and is improved upon. But that's all for now, folks. See you next time. Peace out.